Hey, it's Ron, and I'm here with
Riyaz.
And Riyaz, you just joined Knowledge Tech, and so I'm getting a chance to talk to you. And the reason I'm talking to you is I wanted to hear a little bit more about migration on SharePoint projects. And maybe you could just give me a little bit of quick background. And how long have you been doing SharePoint work for?
So I've been working with SharePoint for around 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
For the last little while I have been focusing a lot on migrating content to SharePoint.
To SharePoint, okay. Now I come from a CRM world, and so migration of data from me is often migrating from a historical CRM system or migrating from databases and spreadsheets. What does migration mean in the SharePoint world?
So in the SharePoint world, it's actually a combination. So a SharePoint basically is a combination of metadata, which is
Right.
your content, like Excel sheets or things like that, and is a combination of your actual physical files.
Right.
So you have an Excel sheet, and then you have a name for the Excel sheet, which consists of its metadata, like a name or like what category that Excel sheet belongs
Right.
to. So migration in a SharePoint world is twofold. The information that goes along with that Excel sheet, like the name,
Right.
date created, date modified, and you have the actual file, the content file.
So for the majority, in your 7 years of doing work around SharePoint, it is more or less 7, whatever, but in SharePoint focus, where are you most commonly migrating files from? From the existing file repository?
Yes, so there are actually a
So
lot
the
of
existing file shares and
yeah, you would have most companies have a Z drive or an N
Right.
drive where you have content.
Right.
A lot of sophisticated companies have ECM products like Documentum or
Hummingbird.
LiveLink or
Yeah.
Hummingbird.
Right.
So yeah, content can come from any of these places.
So in its most basic scenario, from a standard Z drive where a company has a folder and a share, if a company's like, I don't know, a 25 to 50 person company with a Z drive, they probably have around how many documents?
Yeah.
It can vary, but they probably have around, I don't know, 1,000, 5,000 documents, something like that. A few thousand documents. And in doing a typical migration of 5,000 documents, are we talking, is that a year's worth of work? Is it 1 day's worth of work? It's not a year.
It's
not
definitely
2 years.
not a year. Yeah.
And it's not 1 day.
No, it's not 1 day. It really depends on how much content you want
Right.
out of that. Do you really actually want to plan and take that content to SharePoint in a more structured fashion?
And add tags on each of the files,
Right.
your metadata, add
Right.
your tags, your taxonomy.
Or do you just want to take raw information, just dump it all in? Then it is a day's worth of work if you just want
Right.
to take raw information and dump it
From
all
your
in.
Z drive and dump it
But
all.
if you want to plan it and then
Put your
have a good
taxonomy.
implementation, have taxonomy.
Oh, okay, so your typical month and a half project, 10,000 files, month and a half. You're
Yeah,
dumping them
a
in.
month from planning all
You
the
put
way
in a
to
taxonomy in
implementation.
it, and you put it on top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And what tools do you use to migrate the
So-
stuff into SharePoint? Have built-in tools to do the
So
migration?
SharePoint does have APIs and tools that you can use. However, there are a lot of third-party tools available as well that make the whole migration process a lot simpler.
In the CRM world, we use Scribe and BizTalk all the time. Do you use Scribe and BizTalk? Do you use?
No, there are other products in the market.
What's one of the common product names that you've used before?
I mean, I've used Metalogics has a good migration product that I've used before.
Okay.
And there are a few other. AppPoint has one as well. So there are a few products in the market.
Hey, I'd love to get a demo on Metalogics.
Yeah, we can definitely do one of the videos on that as well.
That would be cool. Okay, we should wrap it up because we're probably running a little long here.
Yeah.
But hey, this is a painting that some people in the office painted. That's a bit crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Is it bad background? I don't know. Hey, Riyaz,
very interesting.
It's very interesting. Hey, Riyaz, where can people find you on the web?
So my email address is rlakani@knowledgetech.ca. So
Okay.
anyone can email me.
Email you and find you there. And it's ron@juicy.com, and I'm at Knowledge Tech.